why do you think we have this barrier of learning a new language? We are able to learn math, we are able to learn science, we are able to understand different subjects, right? But why do you think it always becomes so much more difficult when it comes to learning and understanding of a language? Now, this is because we are not able to think in that language, and just learning new words, learning vocabulary, just understanding grammar doesn't help. Okay, of course, these are the things that you need to know if you want to get at an advanced level of an English. But there is a layer deeper than that, and that is that you should be able to think in that particular language. So if you're able to think in that particular language, then it will get a lot more easier for you to become fluent in that language. It could be any language, okay? But the ability to think in that language is important, right? When you develop an ability to think in that particular language, your communication will just flow naturally. And for that, I will introduce you to a concept of virtual immersion that you can adopt. I will speak about the daily habits that you can inculcate in your everyday routine, which will help you ace your skills. All right. But before that, let me introduce you to the couple of things that you can practice on a daily level, right? First and foremost is that if you are at a beginner or an intermediate level, you need to explore aspects of English grammar every day. Okay. How you can do that? So you can actually start writing, write a research report on a particular topic. You might want to do a case analysis, anything that fits your bill. And then through your work, see what are the basic grammatical errors that you're making. It could be with respect to tense structuring. It could be with the not using the right tense. It could be with respect to not putting accurate apostrophes, commas, full stops, and all of that. Could be a bunch of things, right? You'll be able to be more aware about these kind of errors when you put it in writing. Okay. So first and foremost thing that I would suggest to all of you to improve your communication skills is to write. Okay. So when I also say write, now let's say if you want to have a complex conversation with a client or with a junior at court, anywhere. Okay. What you do is you run down that conversation in a written document. Okay. Just write your ideas. That will enable you to think and write in English. Okay, so when you're writing in English, you are also thinking in English. There is a very little translation that is happening. Okay, so that is the first thing I would suggest all of you to do is write. Now, if you're not very comfortable writing articles, what you can also do is you can start writing social media posts. One post at a time. You can pick any topic of your interest. You can write a newsletter, you can prepare regulatory updates. There are multiple forms of writing that you can adopt. Okay, but ensure that you're writing on an everyday basis. Just like you're doing other activities in your life, make writing in English as a part of your everyday habit. All right, and then also try to have end-to-end communication. Now, when I say end-to-end communication, that means that don't drop off to another language in between. So if you're speaking in English, continue speaking in English till you are finished with the entire sentence, okay? Till you are finished conveying your entire thought of line. Don't switch to languages. Now, you should start applying this formula in your informal setups, because there you are able to have basic conversations very easily, right? So when you're speaking to a friend, when you're speaking at home maybe, or in any informal setup, stick to that language. Do not switch to Hindi or to your own mother tongue in between, right? Complete. So whatever idea of thought that you're communicating, try and complete it in that particular language. End-to-end communication is really helpful in enabling you to think in English. So that's one most important thing that you've got to do, right? The next is that, so when you're writing, Okay, this is again related to writing. Always ask for feedback. Okay, you can have a bunch of mentors with you. You can devise a way whatever works for you, right? And always have feedback. Always have people giving you feedbacks on what you have written. Even if you're writing posts on social media, see how is the engagement happening. Are you able to engage with people? So you'll find it very interesting if a lawyer from your fraternity is commenting on your post, right? Engage in those kind of conversations. So make writing as a part of your schedule, like everyday schedule. You could also work on article writing, newsletter, regulatory updates, or writing social media posts. Anything that works for you, right? But the idea here is what are we learning through writing? We are learning to express our ideas in English language, right? We are learning to think in English, and writing is the major thing that will help you in this area. Next thing is to have a peer group. Now, why having a peer group is very crucial when you're at a learning stage. uh, how will you know that uh, whether you're able to learn or not, right? I mean, let's say today I'm at level A. How do I know I am progressing from this level? What is the test? How do I reinforce that belief that, I understand that, okay, learning language is like a journey. It's going to take a while for me to be fully fluent in English, but what are my check marks? How do I ensure that, at whichever level was I, there is an improvement from that level? For that, you need to have a peer group in place. So a peer group will help you identify your mistakes. Okay, so if you're making a mistake in a sentence, if you're making mistakes in grammar, right? If you're making certain mistakes while delivering your speech, your peer group will help you identify those roadblocks, and you can pick on from these blocks and then build on these, right? So ensure that you have, while learning a new language, also it needs to be a very conscious habit. Okay, since it is not our mother tongue, it is not our native language, right? We are all are non-native speakers of English. We need to, and because we all understand that how crucial it is for us to know and understand English better so that we are all able to succeed, right? Therefore, it becomes important that we are able to learn this language in a more conscious manner. Okay, it shouldn't be like, okay, whatever I'm learning, it's okay. There is no review system. So do it very consciously so that you're also able to review how far you are in the game, right? So establish that kind of a system. This will help you to understand that how much were you able to grasp, okay? How much were you able to learn, and how are you progressing in the graph, right? So review becomes very important.